Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Hello? May I come in? I tried phoning you first, but...
This, gonna be a long visit? Guess so.
I hear you had a kind of a bad night of it last night, eh?
Yeah, well, this morning hasn't been too terrific either.
At least you're not in jail for disturbing the peace, or whatever.
Didn't Frank give you the details?
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's nice. Saved me all that time and trouble.
Jack,
Thank him
you're
for
not going to make me angry with you and force me out of here, so...
Look, I don't need a lecture.
Well, what is it that you need? Because you certainly need something, man.
Maeve,
All right, it's got to stop, Jack. It's just gone on too long. You're hurting yourself, and you're hurting all of us around you who love you.
Sorry.
I can put up with it for as long as I have to, because I understand the pain you're going through. But what about Ryan? I mean, how can I make her understand when all she knows is that her mother is gone and that her father isn't there? How do I explain that to a little child?
She's all right.
No.
She'll be all right.
How can you say that? I mean, how do you know it? I mean, she's uptown asking for her mother, asking for you. Lord, man, are you so locked up in your own grief that you don't know what it is that you're doing to her, to all of us? I said that I understood. Well, I don't. I don't understand. We need you.
No.
Don't tell me we don't. I need you. Your daughter needs you. You can't have the right to deny us.
I'm not denying anybody anything.
You're denying your child, her father, and her home.
She has a home. You and Johnny can give her anything she needs. I can't.
You won't. Jack, I'm not going to let you get away with it.
You don't have anything to say about it. The sooner you realize that, the easier it's going to be on both of us. I'm sure you got things that you have to do uptown. Why don't you go and take care of them?
Are you telling me to leave?
Yeah.
Well, what are you looking at me like that for? It's the first one I've had in days. You know, you don't look so hot yourself. Big boy. You're not coming down with it, too. Oh, your nose. First, Ryan. Ah, poor kid. Things are tough enough for her right now. Well, let's hope it isn't serious, okay? Oh.
Hello?
I'd eat.
Hey, what's the matter?
Nothing. I just thought you were Maeve, that's all.
Oh, I'm not.
What's on your mind?
A lot. Johnny, has Roger been by this morning by any chance? I have to find him.
Oh, don't worry about it. We just finished setting up.
Frank Ryan, meet my director, Chester Wallace.
Hi, it's good to meet you.
You too.
How are you?
This is Buddy Berrigan.
Hi.
Mr. Ryan is the lawyer I was telling you about.
Thanks for coming. We have a bit of a problem here. Do you mind sitting down?
Sure. Thank you. All right. Kimberly explained the problem, but she didn't have the details. Now, as I understand it, your producer is holding back on meal money and car fare, which was promised to the company.
That's about it.
Was there a contract outlining the manner and the amount of payment?
Well, there was a written agreement. I'm sorry. I forgot to bring it with me.
That's okay. Then none of you has received any payment at all throughout the entire rehearsal period, right?
No, in fact, I've laid out some of my own cash for props, for wardrobe. So has Buddy, so has some of the cast members.
I see.
Hello. Ted.
This is Mr. Mail, the producer we were telling you
Frank
about.
Ryan.
Senator Ryan?
Formally, yeah.
Well, it's an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
Well, if you're here to watch the rehearsal, you're perfectly welcome. As long as you remember that what you'll be seeing is by no means the finished product, right, Chester?
No, actually, I'm here on legal business.
Huh?
Yes, I understand that the company has been promised a meal and transportation allowance, which has not been paid.
Oh, not yet, but it's being taken care of. I explained all that to you, Chester. There's no reason to bother Mr. Ryan about it.
I asked him to come.
Oh, well, I understand you're new at this, dear. But it's a rather complicated business. There's rent to be paid. There's outlays, big cash outlays for newspaper ads. You wouldn't want to make your New York debut to an empty house, now would you? So you just worry about your lines and you let me take care of the rest.
When?
I also understand that Dr. Bolak donated $1,000 specifically for food and car fare for the company.
I wasn't aware of any such provision.
No, come on, Ted.
It's written right on the check.
Now, listen, there's no reason for anyone to be upset. Listen, we are late to getting started as it is. So if you'd like to continue this discussion after rehearsal.
No, I wouldn't. I think we can come to an agreement right now.
Mr. Ryan, I have a theater to run. Now, obviously, you're not aware of the difficulties involved in mounting a production like this. So count yourself lucky, believe me. It's crazy business.
All right, look, Mr. Mal, you're right. There is no way that I can force you to pay these people. Unless, of course, we resorted to litigation and...
Well, there's no need for that. Everyone will be paid eventually.
And you are right about my not understanding the inner workings of a theater. In fact, I don't have any idea how you have managed to keep a building like this open at all. You see, I do know the buildings code. And between the lobby and this room alone, I counted 3 violations, and that was without really even looking, Mr. Mail. So you see, you are the one who is very lucky. The buildings department comes down heavily where the public is concerned.
Well, we definitely plan to take care of 1 or 2 things before the opening.
I hope so. Because you see, if an inspector were to come around, say this afternoon, you would probably find yourself closed down immediately. And the fines, Mr. Mail, can be exorbitant.
I don't enjoy threats.
I don't enjoy making them. Now, when did you say those people will be paid?
I'll be at the bank first thing tomorrow.
Mr. Mail, the bank is closed tomorrow.
I'll be back in half an hour.
Mr. Mail, it was a pleasure meeting you.
We got it.
That was amazing.
Oh, a little heavy-handed, I'd say.
Oh, it worked, though, didn't it?
Listen, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
I've been with this agent for about 2 years, and I'm on a contract that I'd like to break. Is it at all possible that you could help me?
Oh, I'll be glad to help you if I can.
Kim? Hi, I was just wondering if you're not doing anything tonight. I mean, you probably have plans, but I just thought maybe we could go out and celebrate. It is New Year's Eve.
Well, actually, I do have other plans. Maybe some other time?
Oh, that's okay. You know, I was just wondering. I mean, well, I have to work anyway. I forgot.
Okay.
All right, Kimberly, I have to be on my way, okay?
Thank you so much.
It was,
You really are wonderful.
it was my pleasure. Take care.
I will.
So long.
Bye.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I haven't seen Roger in a couple of days.
Oh, okay. Guess I was just hoping he missed me too and he might have dropped by. I don't really think he's gonna change his mind.
Ah, come on, Dee. Never say never.
The thing is, I'd like him to know that Dan's out of the picture now. I don't ever have to see him anymore. I don't owe him the money.
That's pretty fantastic. How did it happen?
He went away on a vacation, long vacation with his family.
That was fast.
Yeah, I guess so, but after Tizo talked to him, he realized how wrong he'd been, and he promised to leave me alone.
Tizo?
Tizo Novotny. You know.
Yeah, I know who the man is. What do you mean, Tizo talked to him?
You know, he talked to him.
Yeah, but what did he say exactly?
I don't know, but it helped. In fact, Dan felt so bad that he canceled the loan to make up for all the trouble he caused me.
Sure, and then he just disappeared.
No, he went away on a cruise or something.
Oh, yeah, I bet he did. Right to the bottom of the East River.
Johnny, you shouldn't believe all those stories you read.
What kind of stories, Dee? I got eyes to see with. Besides, weren't you the one who was walking around here a couple of weeks ago talking about gun miles and rubbing people out?
Well, that was before I knew him. He's really sweet.
Oh.
And besides, ever since I've gotten to know him, things have been better for me. Hey, I didn't tell you about my new business.
Well, what do you mean?
I'm going into the restaurant business, like you. Well, not like you. My place is going to be much bigger and glamorous with lots of celebrities, lots of crystal and lights, really special.
Well, that's a beautiful dream, Dee, but come on.
It's not a dream. I mean, it was something I wanted for a long time, but it's going to be real.
But, Dee, you got any idea what you're talking about? A place like that is going to cost a small fortune just to open the doors.
Well, that's sort of what I've got. See, ever since Dan stopped being my broker, I had a terrific turnaround. I had a terrific run of good luck, and I took that money right out of the market for good, and I'm putting it into the restaurant business.
You serious?
Yes, I'm looking for a building today.
Well, I'll be a son of a... Oh, hi, darling. How'd it go?
Well, not very well. Hello, Dee.
Sweetheart, I told you not to go down there today. I don't want you putting yourself into that kind of position.
Yes, John, yes. How's Ryan?
Well, you better have a look at her. I think she's running a bit of a fever.
Hi.
Good morning.
I didn't know you'd be at work today. Most people are off. Stop by your apartment first.
Doctors don't have that kind of schedule.
I was going to ask you. Mother and me are going to be alone tonight, and it's New Year's Eve, and I thought if you were free...
Thank you. I don't think it will be.
Oh, well, if you decide to change your mind.
Don't you have rehearsal today?
Well, I did, but they don't need me again until this afternoon. I have some good news.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. Frank Ryan was really terrific. He talked to the producer, and we're getting all our money. Everything he owed us.
Fine.
I just thought you'd be interested. I mean, it is your money.
Well, I'm glad it all turned out well for you.
You're still mad at me, aren't you?
I suppose so.
But why? We needed a lawyer, and you said so yourself. And Frank Ryan was there. And I don't understand.
Yes, you do. Don't play games, Kim.
I'm not.
Look, the only reason that you went to Frank Ryan was because you were angry with me and was a very accessible way to get even. I'm sure your mother wasn't too pleased about it either. That was another reason.
Well, that's not true. I needed help.
But, Kim, the matter's resolved. I'm glad that you got your money. Let's just leave it alone, all right?
I wish you'd try to understand. I don't want you to be mad at me.
Don't worry about it.
But I do. You're the best friend I have here. Probably the best friend I have in the whole
we
world.
are friends. And that's all. Friends. I am not your father. I am not... We are friends. And I think it's a mistake to make more of that than it is.
You sound like you think I have a crush on you or something. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is that there have been a number of occasions recently where there have been inappropriate emotions between us, on both sides. I think it's important that we recognize that.
Like what? You don't mean that mistletoe thing again. For heaven's sakes, if I can't show you a little affection on Christmas, what's so horrible about giving a friend a little kiss? Why are you doing this?
I really think it's best if we leave this alone.
I can't. It means too much to me. Don't you care at all? I thought you were my friend.
I am.
But don't get too close, right?
Kim, I didn't mean to hurt you.
You didn't. That's okay. I mean, how could you? We're just casual friends, right?
Kim.
Don't let it worry you. I'm fine. I'm glad we talked it out, so I understand it now. Happy New Year.
A new original reality series on SoapNet. Mom and Dad are moving in for a financial intervention. It's a matter of life or debt. Bank of Mom and Dad. All new tonight at 10, only on SoapNet.